Welcome to another episode of Wheel of Horror, the podcast where two best friends spin a wheel once a week. It chooses the horror movie and they discuss it. Today we are talking about 2002's Ghost Ship, which was directed by Steve Beck. I'm your co-host, Alec.
I'm Erik, and with us is our other co-host, Justin Welikson. Justin, Fresh Film Friday host as well. Welcome back to the show. You're always on though, so you're not welcome back. You're just on.
Yeah, I got excited when Alec almost said 2022. I was like, "There's a new fucking Ghost Ship."
Yeah, it's a Ghost Ship, dude. This has been a long time coming. This is like, we've been like dropping little like breadcrumbs throughout the almost 200 episodes we've done.
I mean, it's the reason why we started the wheel was this fantastic film.
It's the long con.
I'm joking, but
yeah, like we've led up to this. We were just like, we'll build a fan base and then we'll get to Ghost Ship. But yeah, Justin, you and I have seen this movie from like 2002 multiple times since. But Erik, you've never seen it, right?
No, I never saw it.
What?
I never saw it. This is my first time. I mean, I remember this advertised heavily and very vividly. If you want to see 2002, this is like movies that came out in 2002. This was one of them for sure.
Yeah, this is like, this movie did come out.
When you get older, your kid's gonna be like, Dad, what was your childhood like? And you're like, let me let you watch a movie.
Honestly, I actually thought of this, and I was like, I can see myself like in a nursing home someday, and this is on in my room, and I can't find the remote, and the nurse is busy, and I'm just like, just fucking kill me.
Oh my god! No, this is definitely a movie that like my mom got on pay-per-view, and I just watched it like 50 times in a row. Like, this is 100% one of those kind of movies. But Justin, what was your history with it?
Dude, I don't remember like when or how I saw it because we were 12 when this came out. I probably saw it on like Sci-Fi. You remember the Sci-Fi channel? Yeah. And dude, I just remember loving it. Like, I completely forgot Karl Urban was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened? Why did he get involved in this movie?
Imagine you're Karl Urban in 2002 and your friend's like, it's like, dude, did you see Lord of the Rings? They're like, no, I saw Ghost Ship. It's like, yeah, but like, did you see Lord of the Rings though? It's like, nah, dude, Ghost Ship. I love it. All right, so yeah, why don't we explain the plot? So Justin, go ahead and explain the plot of Ghost Ship for everybody.
All right, so basically there's this Italian cruise ship that set off, and they had a ton of gold on there, and there were bad guys that killed everybody, and they wanted to take the gold, and basically all the bad guys were killing each other, and the ship somehow became cursed, and for like 40 plus years it's just been sailing, and this guy comes and goes and brings like tugboat teams and shit to fill his soul quota.
Okay, now explain it like you're a 12-year-old.
There's a ship, and there's scary ghosts, and everybody dies.
Okay.
It got a 5.5, so I feel like it's misunderstood.
Why do you think that?
I'll say this. Oh, sorry, you go, Justin.
No, that was it. Also, fun fact: if you guys looked up the cast, the guy Ron Eldard, Eldard, I for a very long time thought he was the lead singer from Switchfoot.
I don't know what Switchfoot is.
I haven't heard that name.
You remember "Dare You to Move"?
Yeah.
That song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, this movie, the music's just crazy. It's all over the place.
It was like the Mandela effect. Like, I was convinced.
Mandela?
The Mandela effect. I was convinced. I was like, oh, dude, it's got the lead singer from fucking Switchfoot in there. And then I looked up the lead singer, and I was like,
That's
wait.
not him. Yeah. A little bit about the cast, actually. I thought that's really funny. So those two were actually dating. The lead Epps and that guy were actually dating when they were filming this for like 11 years. They were together. So I was like, okay.
Julia Margulies.
Yeah. And about her, this is the best thing I've ever heard. So she got hired to do this job, and apparently everybody did. There was like 4 people, and it was supposed to be a movie that takes place on a boat where they find all this gold, and they basically like kill each other and fuck each other over for greed and all this stuff. There's no ghosts in the movie, and that's what she thought it was. So it had a different title. And then she lands in Australia to film it, and they're like, hey, we did some rewrites, and it's like a completely different movie. So she's like furious, but she was under contract, so she had to go and finish the movie. And apparently now she disowns this movie. She's like, I was basically manipulated into doing this.
Yeah, I mean, she was big on ER.
Right.
I think that was like around this time, and that was her main thing to. But I could tell she didn't really want to be there.
Really?
Like, in some scenes. Yeah, like especially the last scene when they're wheeling her out. It's just like actually her like, hey, like look like you like are mad at us for the rewrites, and she's just like laying in the hospital bed. Like,
Can you imagine though? Like Gabriel Byrne's a big actor. Like I was kind of like, what's going on?
I mean, he was in ER too, right? The what's his name?
I don't
Was he?
remember that.
Isaiah Washington, wasn't he in ER?
Oh, Isaiah Washington.
Yeah, he was.
No, he was in. Was he in Grey's Anatomy? He was in Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Yeah.
Oh,
same thing. Whatever.
Yeah, same exact thing. No, but like imagine like, all right, we need you to say no really loud. She's like, okay, no. It's like, and it's, oh my god, we just messed up all the film. We have to reshoot this entire day. And she just no. And at the end, it's like, all right, great, we got the reaction we needed. Thank you.
It's like, all right, pretend like we tricked you and made you fly to Australia, and this is not the movie you wanted, but you're in contract, and action.
Oh god,
I will say this: I did like the first act of this movie. The second act was okay. It really falls apart at the end.
Eric,
hard.
The opening scene where the boat like wire cuts everyone in half is so iconic, dude. Like that was badass.
That was sick. That was cool.
I will say though, after seeing this movie like 10 times, I noticed something. The wire did not cut everyone equally because it was cutting people at their waist in half.
Yeah, they're different heights and stuff.
Yeah.
But also it could have swung a little bit and like kind of like a guitar string a little bit.
It was just a very good coincidence that it missed every part of the little girl.
Mythbusters actually did an episode on Ghost Ship. They reenacted that to see if it's possible, if it could actually cut through bodies like that. And actually, it's not possible.
It's not possible. How is it not possible?
No, they did it. They tested it. They like used the tension or whatever, and they reenacted the opening scene from Ghost Ship, and it didn't work.
You know what? Fuck Mythbusters.
No, but that scene did make me laugh. Like I was just like, it's like you can't not crack a smile when that's like going on. Like, and that it's cool, but it's like, oh my god, like what is this?
It's cool, man.
It starts off really like they cram so much in. Like that first opening thing, we get the Mert massacre, which you're like, whoa, okay, I'm on board. And then within the first 10 minutes, you're like, okay, we got a salvager team. They're introduced to this treasure, and then they're going for it. Like I pressed pause at that point. We were 10 minutes into the movie, and I was like, wow. They really crammed a lot of shit in there, like very quickly. So I was like, good on them for getting us to the point.
Yeah, especially because the film was only an hour and a half long. Like they put a lot in here.
Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking. Like it got a little like Hardy Boys-esque, where it was just like, ooh, I'll show you the picture, and like we don't know what the picture is, and it's like you kind of like, oh, it's definitely the dude that like found the boat.
You knew that, Eric?
Oh, 100. Once that happened, I was like, yeah, it's definitely that guy. 100%.
What?
Hand to God, I did know
Eric,
that one.
There is no fucking way that your first time seeing this, that you were like, wait, okay, there's somehow ghosts, but this is the only ghost that's not really a ghost, and he can go back to land, and he's trying to like bring souls back. There's no way you figured that out.
I didn't figure all that out, but I had a feeling like that picture he showed him, the one survivor, I was like, who else would it be? What other character have we met?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I guess if you're like looking at it from like a 32-year-old perspective.
Yeah, I'm not 12 watching this. I'm 32, and I've seen a lot of horror movies.
Dude, I remember being young and seeing this, and when the guy turns around and you see his face in that like scene where they're playing like, you know, early 2000s rock, where the captain guy is killing all his men, and then she shoots him in the head, and he turns around. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
You know what they call that early 2000s rock now?
If you say classic rock, I'm going to lose my mind.
No, it's called divorced dad rock.
Shut up.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I mean, the music is bad. It had like Mudvayne. Remember them? I was just like, ugh, yeah.
Most divorced dads do, yes. Mudvayne.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this early 2000s music. Like, what was it? House of Wax had this kind of music too. I'm like,
exactly.
No.
Like Minerva.
I have a question for you guys. You know Santos, the first guy that gets killed, like off the boat?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of curious. What do you think his like ethnicity is
in real life?
Yeah,
I feel like this is a trick because it's too obvious. Okay, so his name is Santos, implying he is of Spaniard descent, but I'm guessing he's not.
No, he's not.
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah.
Oh, I looked him up. Son of a bitch.
South African.
No, so they kind of went for the aliens route where they took a Greek guy, a Greek Australian. So he's a Greek Australian, and they're like, hey, you want to play like a Puerto Rican from the Bronx? And that's basically what they did that in Aliens, and they did that in this. And I was like, I don't know, like when did people wake up and be like, you know what? We should probably just make this character not this if we're going to have a not that playing this, you know? I don't know.
I think 2017-ish, I guess.
Yeah, New South Wales. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I just thought that was interesting because he was doing a heavy accent sometimes where I was like,
Heavy, dude.
Yeah,
Real heavy.
he's okay with this. But also, remember how he comes back at the end and he's like attacking Murph and all that shit?
Yeah.
Dude, he died off the boat.
I know. Well, two things. One, he died off the boat. And two, like, it's not his fault. It wasn't Murph's fault. I don't know why he was like mad at him.
Dude, everybody was blaming everybody for everything. I mean, granted, that guy is the devil or whatever, but he's like, you fucking killed him. It's like, no, he didn't. Like,
well, dude, that, and I actually paused the movie and Googled how long food can remain in cans for, because even when I was 12 and I saw this, and like Carl Urban and the other dude, Ron Eldred, were eating, and they were like, oh, it's really good. And Carl Urban, like, I don't know how he went from Lord of the Rings to this, where he so cheesily was like, oh, these are the best fucking beans I've ever had.
It's like the scene from Hook when all the kids are like, this is really good. Like,
those beans would not be good.
They'd kill you.
40 years from now. Yeah.
Wait, you guys didn't see Lost, where they had where Sawyer drank the beer and he's like, "This is good beer," and it was from like the 70s.
No, never. Yeah. Well, the island was. I mean, who knows? The ghost ship might be mysterious, and the guy clearly comes on and off the ship because apparently, like when he needs maintenance done, he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta get some guys to fix the hole." So he goes off the boat. He's like, "Who are those guys we found before? The guys that like came out and said these guys look like they've been here for 2 weeks." It's like, "Oh, those are the furnace people." Like, I had to fix my furnace of the boat.
He gets contractors and he brings them out. He kill them though. He's like, listen, just fix it, get off, and then I'll kill some more people.
I mean, that's kind of the plot of the boat. He needed to fix the whole of his ghost ship.
Well, I think he was trying to fill his soul quota.
Yeah, he had to meet the quota.
Yeah, but the boat hit the rocks and it was starting to sink finally. So he's like, shit, I got to get these assholes to fix the boat. And that's what he did.
Okay. Yeah, because, I was questioning that. It was like that whole montage where it's like, we're gonna fix the boat now. I was like, where are the ghosts? Like, why aren't they? They're like, you know what? Let them fix it for like 3 hours. Because that whole scene.
Well, you know what else I thought was interesting is nothing really creepy happened until the main character, Julia or whatever, fell back into the pool and that little drop of blood went into the pool, which I think like awakened the ship.
Right.
And the reason she fell backwards was because of the little girl. So like she was the whole one time who's like, help me, like they're coming to get you. And this all started because she scared her.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, it's kind of just like The Shining on a boat, now that I'm watching it for the first time, like as an adult, it's kind of just like the whole scene where the Italian singer kind of takes Greer and like seduces him and then kills him. I was kind of just like, okay, it's actually a lot like The Shining. And there's all those scenes of like the ballrooms and you're like,
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the gold too, because where the gold goes, the sinner kind of goes, like the main guy that collects the souls. It's kind of like Black Pearl,
It's funny because they all get onto the boat and they all have a common understanding that the boat's old and dangerous because Carl Urban falls through the floor. And this boat is massive. Imagine 5 people on a cruise ship, right? And they're like, let's all split up and be by ourselves. And then they all get attacked by ghosts. Idea.
Yeah, do they Scooby-Doo the shit out of that? Also, it's during a horrible storm, and also they know the schematics of this boat very well. They're like, we should go this way, that's where the hull is. And I'm like, all right, like, you guys, this boat was built, like, before most of you were born, I'm assuming, so I don't know, I thought that was a little...
They probably have their general knowledge of liners and stuff. They've done this before. Probably not an ocean liner. I guess probably not an ocean liner. That's gigantic to find.
Yeah, you're probably right, though. They are scavengers. Like, I gotta suspend my disbelief of their knowledge a little bit.
That's where you draw the line?
No. But Carl Urban, I'm curious, did he get killed by a ghost, or did he just get, like, stuck in the machine?
Get stuck in the machine.
Yeah, well...
Nothing supernatural happened to him, right?
Well, no, the gears. The gears were turned on by the ghost, just like the guy with the propane. Like, the ghost made the propane happen. Like, he didn't turn on the gears. They just turned on.
Okay, so, like, Final Destination killed him?
Mm-hmm.
Lame.
The movie really, they didn't waste any time. Like, they just killed him off. They killed off the captain real quick. They were just like, these guys it's not important.
I know. I didn't like how the characters died. Like, Greer, like, I was like, I think he's going to come back. I couldn't remember. And you're like, nah, he just fell and died. You're like,
well, it's funny. You guys made fun of my prediction. I had one other prediction. When she kind of like, in like Moby Dick, like holding on to that like box at the end, like drifting like Ishmael. And, like the ship just went down and she gets rescued by another boat. But like before that, like, and all like the spirits are going up to the surface. I was expecting like Murphy to like pop up. It's like, yeah, like it's like, Murphy, you're alive. It's like, yeah, I got out of the tank. like or something, or like Greer. Imagine Greer pops up. It's like, what?
Dude, it was so crazy. Like Greer acknowledged, he's like, I know this isn't real. And then he started taking his clothes off. Well, I mean, first of all, why, even if it was real, why would you have sex with a ghost lady? But he's like, he didn't notice the open elevator shaft door.
Dude, the best line in the movie is like, it's not cheating if it's with a dead girl. I'm like, it is. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, if you just like, you're like, hey, Shannon, like, I had sex with a dead body. It doesn't count though, right? I'm trying to imagine.
I guarantee that quote happens once a year in Florida.
Oh,
mark my words. That like, it's not cheating if you have sex with a dead girl.
Like that line, I was like, how could anybody say that and like not kind of like, oh God. Anyways, my other question was the other guy who shot the ghost at the end. How did he die?
Oh, Ron Eldern?
But I guess off camera, because they didn't really. It was like a surprise to us. We didn't know that it was actually.
Yeah, I mean, he opened his eyes again, and it's implied that he got up and just killed him.
That's so stupid. There's like not even enough people to kill in this movie, and they're like, we'll just, it's implied.
They could have added 15 to 20 minutes and gone a little bit more specific with the kills.
Yeah. Other thing I want to just ask Eric, sequel. Got to come up with a sequel. Geez. You gotta.
I mean, you gotta.
Well, how is he still alive if the ship sank?
All right, I got it, Alec.
Let's go.
Okay, so you know how they're taking the gold on another ship, and they're gonna take over another ship because the ghost ship is sunk. So that ship's done. They're going to take the gold. They're gonna do this again, but with a new ship. Imagine it's like a family cruise line. You know, this ship had one little girl, right?
Disney cruise.
Yeah, something like that. But it's like now it's up to the kids to beat the bad guys. And it's all like the kids do it. So it turns into like the Goonies on Ghost Ship.
Okay, I really wanted you to say it too. It's like, and then they have to go find like Julianne Margolis or whatever, and she's like, Ghost Ship or whatever, and they take her out of retirement. That's like your go-to, and I was waiting for that.
Ghost Ship? Yeah, that could be.
Where they have to go get this woman, and it's like, I've been watching these liners, on some globe or something. Like, it really affected her life, and they're making a sequel, Ghost Ship 2. I don't know. Oh, God, this movie. But, Justin, I saw on Twitter, people were, like, really into this.
Dude, I got a lot of comments. People like it. The poster for it is sick. It's got sea evil, but spelled, SEA.
Wait, say that again?
Sea evil. Like the sea, but you also see it. Evil.
And they spell it SEA.
Yeah, dude, because the fucking ocean.
They don't give a shit about this movie. That's what they came up with.
It's witty. It's witty, dude.
They don't give a shit.
It's witty.
There's also multiple ghost ships. There's one that came out in 1952.
Yeah. And
then a couple others, but I don't think they're related.
Well, the other one, none of them are related, but the one from 1980, it's called like Ghost like Boat or something. It's like the same thing, but the poster is literally just this movie's poster also. It's the same exact. It's like a skull on the front of the boat, and you're just like, yeah, you're right, Eric. Like they literally just stole someone else's thing. Oh God. Yeah, that's so funny. This movie did not really do that great, even though I don't know. I mean, it tripled its budget. 20 million.
That's pretty good.
I'm actually surprised there's not a sequel if it tripled its budget. It's usually when that happens, it's like, let's do it again.
Dude, I don't know what happened. The director of this, he made 13 Ghosts the year before, then this, and then has not done anything since.
Yep, this was probably an awful, life-changing experience for him, and he's like, I just want to get a normal job.
Life-changing experience.
Yeah, he probably hated every second of it.
Well, the other thing is the writer, Justin, one of the writers, literally same thing. After this, absolutely nothing. But the other writer is the executive producer of The Fast and the Furious.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Maybe they stopped because they were like, we're never going to be able to top this because it's so good.
Well, it's a lot like House of Wax, Eric. We're on Wikipedia. There's just not that much. They're just kind of like, yeah. Like, whatever. It just didn't do good. It got nominated for Worst Picture at the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards, and that's its only accolade,
This had some cool parts, too. Like, when Greer was walking through the concert, dinner, and it came back to life. Like, that was pretty cool. Like, they did a good job with that, I thought.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like The Shining, but
Like, and all the furniture's flipping up, and all the dust is... I thought that was actually really well done. So, it's not, like, the worst thing I've ever seen. It's,
no.
It's has its moments, but the writing, it's just like, wait, what? Wait, what?
I love that line where he's just like, I'm gonna buy so many titty magazines.
But my favorite part is when the ghost like blows up after the C4 and then she survives.
Yeah.
So how and then like the little girl's like, it's this way, like underwater. Like, what am I watching?
Eric, you're a huge Titanic fan.
Oh, love Titanic.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm assuming a boat of this size, as it starts to go under the water, is like sucking everything with it. There's no way this woman is swimming away from this massive.
It would have a pull around the ship.
Yeah, like she's going down with the ship. She's going next to Greer. She's going next to Murphy. She's done. I don't know, Justin. I mean, seeing it again though now with your nostalgia out of the way and everything like that, you still like it?
I mean, yeah, of course I like it. I have some questions, some questions that just don't have answers. Like the main bad guy, why, he kind of like alluded to the fact like because he's so bad and the ship chose him to bring souls back, but it's like the ship sank. How did he get back to land? How is he always like in perfect form and he's invincible? It just kind of doesn't explain how a curse became other than just like he did something really bad.
It's a lot, Eric. I don't know if you remember from Latin class, Karen or whatever, the River Styx guy. I'm pretty sure it's that. Like the character's name is the Ferryman, and it's like kind of, I guess, him taking the souls or whatever. But you're right. I mean, his quote unquote ship got destroyed. So yeah, but that's why there's Ghost Ship 2.
Well, that's why he still has the gold. So somehow the gold didn't go down with the ship, and
it's probably the gold.
He brought it onto another boat. It's like the Black Pearl, It's the cursed gold, the cursed gold that doesn't have any symbol on it. It's probably
how did he get the gold out of the ship as it's sinking though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, wait, what? And then all of a sudden, her buddies like that were all helping him. It's like, all right, so now he's got your soul, so you gotta work for him too.
Huh? It is interesting. Did you guys recognize the Ferryman from anything? That actor?
Looks familiar. I don't know though.
No, I looked him up.
He's in Dexter. Do you guys watch Dexter?
I haven't seen all of it.
Oh, okay.
Was he the Icebox Killer or whatever?
No, he's in like the later Quint or something like that.
I only watched season 1.
Yeah. So I saw him. I was like, oh my god, I forgot he was in this. Yeah. Gabriel Byrne too. I'm just like, this guy's a really good actor. And I was like, I looked him up and I saw that he was actually going through a divorce right around this time. And I was like, you know what?
Good for the music too, right there.
Well, no, he probably needed money to pay for it, I would assume. Because why is he doing this? Like,
I don't know. He probably got duped too in doing this.
I think you're right. Yeah, because it was initially supposed to be 4 actors. Actually, Justin, it's kind of like Massacre on Isle 12. It was supposed to be about 4 people that go on this boat, they find this gold, and then they start like screwing each other over.
Yeah, for the money.
Yeah, and you just learn about greed and
Another thing is like, imagine like you go like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, and you go to the bathroom and it's like right at that scene where the little girl's like, let me show you something, and like in 3 minutes she describes everything that's happened in that boat, and like you come back like, what I miss? It's like, oh man.
Yeah,
like I don't even know how to explain it to you and not piss off everyone around us.
Were there any moments that like actually scared you guys? Was there any part?
I mean, no. I remember when I was younger and like I saw this for like the first or second time or whatever, like I thought it was creepy that people were like falling in half, and then the scene with the pool where they were just like mowing people down, but like actually frightened. It's not that kind of horror movie.
No, I thought the scene where like the little girl's like, he's coming, I need to get out of here, and the blood's like coming out. I was like, this is kind of, I don't know, it's a bit scary.
Dude, yeah. It was the perfect mixture of bad things. Like they're all scattered on this massive ship, and anytime they would try to use the radio, they were getting like weird noises, and the doors would lock because of the ghosts. Like they were just fucked.
Yeah. Carl Urban too, that scene where they like scare her. I'm like, I don't think you guys would be doing this. Like, you just fell through the floor. Like, are you really gonna put sheets on and be like, yo, we should fall?
Yeah, and like Greer's like, oh man, they're not listening to me, and like I'm gonna just get blackout drunk and like wander off. And it's like, that's a terrible idea. That's what he does. He gets like hammered and has that like fantasy.
All of them.
Yeah, not good choices.
Yeah. It was corny, but yeah, guys, you're focusing, on things that don't matter. Like you got to focus on the ghosts and the ship.
I mean, listen, it took chances. It's kind of original. I mean, I don't know. It's not the worst movie in the world. I like it. It's stupid, but I like it. It's like Your House of Wax, Eric.
Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure for sure. I also like the Love Boat titles, like how like the ghost ship, like and like the cursive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it opened with very cheery music, like implying this is going to be, a fun boat ride. And then you find out that, the main singer is part of this plot to kill everyone and steal gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got confused for a second because I thought like, oh wait, is that the same person? Like, is she going to be like reincarnated? But like, I was like, no. Later on, you see her again. Like, no, it's not the same.
All right, I have a question for you, Eric. You're Carl Urban. You're the actor. You're not the character. You're the actor. Okay.
Okay.
And you're on set, and you guys are like, all right, you're gonna do the bean scene. Okay. You guys are gonna eat the beans. Eric, we want you to put maggots in your mouth. What are your thoughts on that?
Let's just do white rice.
Yeah, but we want to see the maggots move in your mouth. So, like, what are we talking here? Like $100?
Fix it in post. I'm only doing white rice. Well, how much would I do it for? Maggots in my mouth?
That's what we're talking about right now, Eric. Can we get Eric Can we get Eric a Mountain Dew? Can we get Eric a Mountain Dew over here? Eric, what are we thinking? $100? Put maggots in your mouth? What are we talking here?
A whole like a spoonful of maggots? I'll do it for like 10 grand.
It was 100% fried rice.
Yeah, it was white rice for sure. Or like wild
like
rice.
he opened his mouth, the camera stopped on it, and I was like, that's rice.
Like solid rice is falling out of his mouth. Yeah, I do. Like, get $10,000 more. I'll do a spoonful of maggots.
$10,000 for a spoonful of maggots in your mouth? That's a lot.
Really? I think that's a fair price. That sucks.
Dude, Fear Factor people do it for free.
Jackass people get paid millions of dollars to do their movie. I'm doing definitely 10,000 for the.
Oh my god, they're getting like stabbed in the eyes with scorpions. They're not putting maggots in their mouth.
I think that's pretty shitty too, dude. Yeah. I don't even know how. I would have to Google like diseases that could come from that too.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Now it's like, I could get this. Like, do we wash the maggots off? Like,
there's a lot of questions. I don't know. I was just thinking. You guys think? I thought they were maggots. They're not really maggots.
No, that was rice, and like some fix it in post, like quick cuts and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So out of 10 Keanu's, what are we giving it?
That'd be 4.8 Keanu's.
4.8.
Yeah,
it's disrespectful, dude. I'm gonna do
really. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna do 6.5, dude.
Ooh.
This is a fun movie. Like, this is a movie where if it's like you're scrolling through the channels and you're not paying attention, oh, dude, go shit, fucking Carl Urban.
All right, just for you, Justin, I'll change my score. I know that's very frowned upon too. 5.2 Keanu's, just for you, just for you.
Wow. All right. I'm going 5, just straight up 5. It's a nice down the middle movie. It's short, gets a lot of cool stuff in there, but like, there's a lot of other good stuff you can watch. I do want a sequel. Remake this. This is a perfect candidate for a remake. It's not that good.
They can make it better.
Yeah. Remake this movie.
With better graphics and slap another 20 minutes onto it. It would be great, I think.
Yeah.
Who do you think you could trick into doing this now?
I mean, just call it The Ghost Ship and have, I don't know, who's a good actress to replace that Juliana Margolis lady?
Would they trick Zendaya into it and like ruin her career?
Yeah, let's get Michelle Rodriguez on there. Let's get Michelle Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, from Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, dude.
Change it up, dude. Throw Wanda Sykes in there.
Wanda Sykes.
Let's get crazy. Let's see Paul Giamatti and Wanda Sykes. But it's like super serious. It's super serious still.
Like Brendan Fraser, like the Renaissance. Ooh. Get him back in there.
Yeah, right? He could play Santos. Yeah, he could play
Santos.
Oh God! All right,
that's a cast. Paul Giamatti, Zendaya, Brendan Fraser, Wanda Sykes. Yeah, I would just have to see that on principle.
The Ghost Ship 2023.
The Ghost Ship.
And it's got the original director. He's come out of retirement. He's like, I was a dentist in Reno for 30 years, and now Ghost Ship, baby.
It's like see no evil.
Still see no evil. Oh my God! All right, well, you guys got any last minute thoughts?
Underrated movie.
Yeah, Eric.
No.
All right, we gotta spin the wheel.
Yeah, we're gonna spin the wheel. All right, spinning. Oh boy, another blockbuster. Jason X. Let's go.
Hey.
Let's go.
Fuck yeah, dude. Jason
Is
X.
that the one in space?
Yeah, dude.
That one's sick.
Yeah.
Justin, hop on back. Let's get you on here.
We got to see if we have another guest. I think we might have somebody, I think.
Okay.
But if you like Justin so much, you can listen to him on Fresh Film Fridays. It airs every Friday. we just covered the Halo TV series.
Yep.
Yeah, so check that out. And then we have a new episode coming out this Friday, which we don't even know what it is yet. So we'll let you know on Twitter. Anyways, thank you very much for listening, and we'll talk to you guys next Monday.
Woo!